Alright guys, welcome to this page of the notes, and once again what we're doing is we're working on problems with parabolas, but now what we're doing is we're doing problems where I give you a couple pieces of information about the parabola and you are going to give me the equation for that parabola. And again, the way that I would do these is just quickly graph the information you've been given, kind of figure out about what that parabola is going to look like, and then go from there to write it. So here's what I've got. You've been given the vertex, and right away I know, hey, for every single parabola, the vertex is HK. So I can plot that point. It's 1, 3. So 1, 1, 2, 3, right there is my vertex. My focus is at 1, 5. And remember, the equation for the, the equation for the focus, I've got, let's see, what did I do with my equation sheet? Sorry, hold up, there it is. So I've got my formula sheet right here, the same one that I've given to you guys. And for parabolas, well actually here, let me graph it first. 1, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right there is my focus. And actually this tells me, this tells me a couple of things about my parabola. Since that's my vertex and that's my focus, remember, the distance from the vertex to the focus is exactly the same as the distance from the vertex to the directrix, just in the opposite direction. Since it's 2 units to the focus, it'll be 2 units back down to the directrix. So my directrix is going to be right here. That's my directrix at y equals d is at y equals 1. My axis of symmetry runs through the focus. So here it, oh, I shouldn't have done it in red. Let me do it. I'll do it in the same color, yellow. My axis of symmetry runs right through that focus, right through that vertex. So there's my axis of symmetry right there. And again, remember, the way that these guys work is the parabola has to go through the vertex, must go through the vertex. It opens around the focus and away from the directrix. So we just quickly sketch in a nice little parabola right here. Doesn't have to be perfect. We'll just throw that guy in there kind of like that. And so here's what that tells me, Just by quickly graphing the information I was given, the vertex, the focus, you didn't even have to put the directrix in there if you didn't want to. You know the parabola has to go through the vertex and it must open around the focus, so you didn't even have to put the directrix in there. But just to show you, it's the same distance below the vertex as the focus is above the vertex. Just a little extra for you. Good practice anyway. But we can tell that my parabola is oriented vertically and opening up. So here's what I know. I know that I need this equation, y equals a x minus h squared plus k. So that is the formula, the equation, vertex form, right off the formula sheet. Well, I know h and k, so I can just drop those guys in there. But once again, what I don't know is a. However, you have been given the focus. So again, I go to my formula sheet, that formula sheet that I have given you guys along with your notes. I take a look at vertically, the focus, and here's what I know. I know that the value of k, yes, I know that the y value, according to my formula sheet, is this. Y is equal to k, actually here, the focus is at h, comma, k plus 1 over 4a, This is the x value, that's the y value. So this guy right here has to be this guy. So what that tells me then is that the y value has to be equal to k plus 1 over 4a. So k plus 1 over 4a, Since this is my focus, 1, 5. The 1 is the h value, which makes sense. The 1 is the h value. There's the h value. This 5, the y value, the y value for my focus is given by k plus 1 over 4a. So the y value is equal to k plus 1 over 4a. But I know what y is. It's 5. So I'll plug in the 5. I know what k is. It's 3. And once again, the only thing I don't know is a, so that's what we're going to solve for. Subtract the 3 to the other side, we get 2 is equal to 1 over 4a. Multiply the 4a to the other side, I get 8. A is equal to 1, and so a is equal to, I get 1/8. Now that I know everything, let me drop all that stuff in there. Y is equal to 1/8, that's the value of a. It's x minus, h is 1, so I just plug in a 1 squared, and k is a 3, it's so plus 3 on the end, and that is the equation for that parabola based on having been given the vertex and the focus. And once again, the way that I find a, well, the coordinates for the focus are h, comma k plus 1 over 4a. So I'll just take that k plus 1 over 4a, set it equal to the y value that I've been given, and solve for a since that's the only thing I don't know. Head on over to the next page of the notes. I got one more of these for you guys just to really sort of make sure that we drive this idea home of how you take information you've been given to write the equation of a parabola. So I'll meet you guys there.